Okay, I'm kind of experimenting with the camera here. Now this is duck, and I don't like this camera. The shutter speed's fucked. But let's see how this turns out. I'm out in the middle of nowhere here. I've been walking for about an hour and 10 minutes here. This is where I'm at. This is a canal, a little man-made canal that a long time ago, back in the 1920s, this was once a golf course way out here. This was like paradise from the city of Detroit, where it was all stinky and fucked from the horse shit and the, you know, the soot and the burning materials all over the city. They'd come out here, the rich folks. Of course, the poor folks were getting fucked back in those days too. What I'm going to do is, should be about 5-6 feet deep here, the water under the ice. I'm going to, I forgot my my fucking dive tool, so I grabbed this out of my truck, a hammer and a little chisel, and I got right here, I've got some artificial lures. I'm probably just going to use the artificial worm there. I don't have any bait. Now walking down here, I did see some a dead mouse or two, which I could always use for bait. Finding bait, if you had to in a survival situation like this, would be very difficult. But you can. I'm walking down here, and there's little critters, like there's raccoon tracks everywhere. And what they do is they dig these little bowls out of underneath the snow, and they eat half of them and they leave the rest of it. So you could really use that for bait. Or you could, you know, put a piece of string on a stick and try to make it wiggle and make it look like something, I guess. But that, in a survival situation, it'd be very tough. And so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go through the ice here, do a little fishing, see if I can catch a fish, and I'll film that. So right now I'm going to start chopping this up. It's going to take a while. As far as the news, you know, there is I read this morning that there's some kind of HR bill that did go through the Senate saying that, well, the wording was 14 weeks extra of Tier 1 unemployment for those over 99 weeks. So this wouldn't be federal. I guess it would be more on the state to pay for this, because the Tier 1 is state, I believe. Well, whatever it is. Anyway, they're not going to add weeks. They're going to do it under the table to make it look like, you know, you just had more Tier 1 unemployment. And for somebody like me, 14 weeks, I would get probably 6 weeks, because, you know, like I said, I lost my job. I was off a few months, went back to work, but they went by the last, you know, like 18 months or some shit, and my pay had went way down. You know, my company was bought up by we were a small company, went from fucking nothing to multi-million dollars a year, and then we were bought by a bunch of investors. This is my first job that I lost after 21 years, and the investors just wanted 35%, you know, on the return every fucking quarter. I mean, that's impossible, man. Especially because the customer base was just, we were losing it. Everybody was going to Mexico or China or fucking Taiwan at that time. So, you know, first they cut pay and then they cut people. So here I am. But anyway, I'm gonna dig a fucking hole here. And I'm gonna fucking, you know, if you were in a survival situation, especially in the winter, man, you need protein and you need fat. And the fish can provide both. So this is really beautiful out here. Not even much more news, just fucking bullshit, fucking Christmas crap, which I don't believe in Christmas. I don't even celebrate Christmas, so, you know, I don't know. I'm glad. I'm hoping nobody will come around in my house, so I won't have to deal with it, because I'm not buying food or anything. There's going to be nothing at my house. Nothing at my house but water. That's it. This is Duck out.